Authorities in England issue a public health advisory over the nerve gas agent attack on a former Russian spy and his daughter. Natasha Fatah joins us now with the details. Natasha, what do we know?
Good morning again, John. We have been reporting for this past week about the suspected poisoning of a Russian double agent, Sergei Skripal, and his daughter Yulia, both of them still in hospital, as is the police officer that had to attend to them. And now we're getting an advisory from the Public Health of England saying that, in fact, according to the BBC, as many as 500 people could potentially be affected by this nerve agent that's been detected. Now, let me clarify this. They say the risk to the public is low, but they are saying as a precaution, here are some of the concerns they're expressing. That these two individuals, Sergei Skripal and his daughter, went to these two locations, the Mill Pub and ZZ Restaurant in Salisbury, between Sunday, March the 4th, into Monday, March the 5th. And so they're saying if you went to either of these locations and you are concerned, you need to wash and clean your belongings. They've given a pretty extensive advisory to the public indicating what they need to do. Again, they say you need to wash your clothing. If you can't wash it, then dry clean it. They're telling people use your phones, your handbags, any electronic items, use wipes to clean those. Your jewelry and spectacles, use cleansing wipes, use baby wipes. Again, they're reminding the public that they believe the risk to anyone being affected at this point remains low, but they can't take any chances. And certainly this is a story that's gripped international attention. The fact that those two individuals and the police officer who had to attend to them are still in the hospital and this case is being treated as an attempted murder situation is why the public is taking this so seriously and public health is taking it so seriously. I will tweet out a link to that advisory and we're going to stay on top of the story. We're putting out calls to get more information, John.
CBC's Dominic Volitis has the latest from London.
This is advice that's been issued by the Chief Medical Officer for England. It's for people who were at the pub or the restaurant in Salisbury, which Sergei Skripal and his daughter visited last Sunday before they fell ill. It's thought it applies to around 500 people in all. And the advice to them is this. Wash the clothing that you were wearing in an ordinary washing machine using your regular detergent. Any items which would normally be dry cleaned should be put in 2 plastic bags, tied at the top, and stored safely in your own home. Finally, wipe personal items such as phones, handbags and electronic items with cleansing or baby wipes and dispose of the wipes in an ordinary domestic waste bin. Now, the Chief Medical Officer has been keen to stress, John, that this is precautionary advice and that the risk to the public remains low. There is, though, she says, a very small risk that any of the substance which has come into contact with clothing or belongings could still be present in very small amounts, which over time could contaminate the skin, which in turn may pose a small risk to health. It does, John, tie in with reports earlier this morning that small traces of this nerve agent were found in the pub and the restaurant. The latter is now surrounded by a large screen as investigations continue there, and they are moving at speed. 250 counter-terrorism police are now involved. They've identified more than 240 witnesses and some 200 pieces of evidence, including substantial amounts of CCTV footage.